I had an opportunity to speak with a group of young ladies. I had an opportunity to give back. Now, those of you guys who know me, hello. Those guys who don't, I am Jacqueline Hamilton. I am an enrolled agent. I have the privilege of representing individuals before the IRS in all 50 states. So I had an opportunity to talk to some girls, well, some young ladies in their early 20s, and it was such a beautiful pleasure. We talked about leaving the country. A lot of young people are fed up and they want to leave the country. And some of the ladies in their early 20s, they already have an astronomical bill with the IRS. So that is why I was asked to speak. Nevertheless, the questions and comments were, the question was, what about me leaving the United States? And then the comment was, I'm going to leave the United States, and they feel like that is going to be an escape from their tax liability. It is not. And as young as the ladies were, if you were ever coming back to visit your mom, maybe your grandma, your nana, and you owe $64,000 or more, we talked about, you're not going to be able to go to the country that you're escaping to, because the IRS has the power to contact the state and hold your passport. So they were just blown away when we had this conversation. And I'm like, yes, the IRS has the power to disrupt your passport, to look at your credit report, to seize your bank account. But I also had a conversation with them. I wanted them to know that you also have rights. You also have, the IRS has laws that they have to follow as well. So that's where I come in, or another professional who knows the tax laws. You also have rights. Things are time sensitive. And we just went over a plethora of things, because our purpose at our firm is to educate women on financial literacy. And our mission is to walk with women on their rites of passage to financial healing, peace, empowerment, inspiration, as well as financial freedom. So we just went over a lot of things that they were just blown away about and didn't have an idea. Their main thing was, we're just going to run. We're just going to run for the IRS, and that's the worst thing ladies of all ages can do. Now, we also had an opportunity to talk about the Sounds Like Sisterhood Support Financial Island Retreats. This is a place where we have the time to get together and talk about vulnerability in our businesses, to share some of the things that have happened in our businesses, so that we are no longer a victim of some of the things that have happened, and thinking that one person, you can use your trials and tribulations as a testimony to help another woman in business. So some of the things that you have been through. So that's one of the things we do at the island retreats, the financial island retreats, is we're vulnerable, we help each other, we share stories to prevent the other people from going through these things, and just, connecting, because sometimes you have bloodline sisters, but you don't have that connection to be able to speak to them about owing the IRS a lot of money. Sometimes you can't do that. So it was an honor for me to be able to speak to these young ladies, and every being in my body, I just really enjoyed it. And it was an important topic, because a lot of people want to leave the United States, but they have the wrong idea. They think that they can just escape their tax liability, and that's just not true. So that was something that we talked about. We talked about not vacationing, never vacation, taking a business trip. This is very important that people understand this, because we do need to get away. We do need to breathe the fresh ocean air and take in the sunlight and stuff. But when you know that you have high tax bills, you have to use common sense and prioritize, because sometimes there are things that you can do to help you reduce or even eliminate your tax liability. But I just want you to use some common sense when you're when the IRS is looking at your statements and they're seeing that you're taking all these vacations because you need to revamp, refresh, exhale, and you can't write off a vacation. You can write off a business trip. You can write off half of your meals on a business trip. You can't do that on a vacation. So some of these things, you guys, we have to understand. You just have to understand and be aware of them, because a lot of times, as I did, I'm guilty of it. As a young woman, I just gave my tax papers and everything to my tax preparer, and I just hoped for the best. I didn't know any better. My thing was making people beautiful, and that's what I enjoy doing. And I was hoping that, you know, I gave her everything and that she would take care of me. And so that's not always the case. I like to educate women, so at least you will know some of the questions to ask your tax preparer, because we work with your tax preparer. We don't work against them. And it's always good to have a third eye. And let me tell you something about that. It always makes your tax preparer, whatever title they have, step their game up when they know that you have somebody else helping you with your tax liability. And so we covered a lot of stuff, you guys, and I just want you to know that it was a total pleasure to do this. And if you have any type of business where you have an opportunity to talk to young people, do it. It is so refreshing. It's a high you can't explain, because they're the future. And if you have information to share with them, make their life easier. You know that you had to go through some struggles and some things. Make their life easier. So my name is Jacqueline Hamilton. Again, I am an enrolled agent. I have the privilege, again, speaking to the IRS and representing individuals before the IRS in all 50 states. And we are open all year round. I am also a speaker. I have been an entrepreneur for many, many decades, as well as a financial healing coach. And I'll leave some information at the end of this live about our Sounds Like Sisterhood support, financial island retreats. And also, if you would like someone to speak to your youth, your organization, if they're young people, I would be more than happy to do it, whether it's by Zoom, or if you would like me to visit one of your events in the DMV or wherever you're at. So again, you guys have a beautiful day. It's raining out here and it's really ugly and wet, but I'm hoping you guys are having a great day. Thank you for riding with me. And as always, the best credit to have is with yourself and God. Love you.